the morning time at this moment as I film this video. I'm going to continue to step into some energetic movements and exercises from Polarity therapy as taught by Dr. Randolph Stone, and these developments and the exercises actually come from, who is this? Yeah, John Bellew. So here we are. We're going to begin with just some awakening movements and breath. We're going to just find ourselves just standing here for a moment and just giving ourselves a little bit of grace to perhaps wherever you find yourself watching this video. We're just going to start to lift each leg and touch the opposite arm to the knee as you lift. So left leg comes up, right arm comes to touch the knee, right arm. You guys, my brain's still waking up, so that's what these movements are good for, is just going across the body, getting the left and right hemispheres awake, and inviting in a coherent environment for the brain to do what it do. Just a few of these just to warm up, and then coming to a point of wiggling about wherever you may see fit, into a point of stillness. For just a moment, we'll stand. And as we arrive here, just acknowledging any sensations from the little movement we took before this moment, acknowledging anything you're coming with, and just allowing yourself to be here now and just simply notice where you are inside and throughout your tissues, your mind, your heart. How are you in this moment? Just simply noticing. I'm just going to do some brief tapping on the thymus gland here beneath the sternum, just to invigorate this experience. There's a lot of respiratory sicknesses spreading around, circulating around the Atlanta area right now. Just inviting in this contact onto the thymus gland, just supporting this idea of uplifting our immune systems and really activating ourselves into a health building experience, no matter where we may find ourselves today. Got my hand just like this, little pecker, deep and penetrating as I tap deep to the sternum. And let us begin in some movements here for just energetic awakening. So we're going to just begin by sort of bringing the heels together where you still find stability. So not quite a plie, but certainly an angle at the feet as well. So we find ourselves with a slight bend in the knees and coming into hands at the heart. And from here, we're going to access our ultrasonic core. We are going to begin with this deeply opening and freeing movement that will activate our energy currents in an invigorating manner, but yet subtle. So just take the time to notice anything that arises for you during these movements. Go ahead and, with the knees bent, hands at the heart, take an inhale and lift, straightening the legs and allowing the arms to swim around, opening wide towards your sides, but still elevated, allowing the head to drop back. This is an exhale. And as you drop your head back, just notice your jaw, drop the jaw, open the mouth. Take a moment here. And inhale, lift back up. Okay, wobbly, but we're here for it. We're gonna do that again, except a little better. Talking doesn't seem to be my forte this morning, so I'm just gonna take us through the motion and then see what words I can find to guide us into this. So here, we're going to do this. It's very important for this movement that we are engaging with the breath. So it's very important when we begin to have this bend at the knee and really feel ourselves lifting up, inhaling, and we exhale, opening the arms, dropping the head back, releasing the jaw, bending the knees once again. And then we inhale and lift and come back to center, bending the knees at the end there. So we're making this pump through our knees and our breath. Very energizing, very activating for our core energy. And then we find ourselves going into the next movement. When you're ready, we're just going to take some more movement here, just becoming a wave. So here we're just going to connect with our water element and just start to look at, imagine that you are the tide of the ocean, just coming in and out, just meeting your breath wherever it's at here. Really visualize the tides on a calm sunrise morning, coming in and out, and just allowing yourself to become this motion. Letting the energy circulate through your entire system, opening our blood vessels, sending love to our hearts. Through this movement, we free up space in our tissues. We deepen our breath. We are alive. We are a wave. Finding your balance anywhere you are, just adjusting yourself. This is not a strict one way to do this. This is find your balance, find your center, and become the wave. And look to switch to the other side when you're ready, just dropping your other foot behind you and just becoming the wave. Be the force behind the wave, the natural force, not about making anything happen. Find the flow that is the force. Visualize the tides of the ocean. Start to connect to your breath, noticing if your breath can exhale as you reach forward through the wave and inhale as you come back. Inhale, exhale. Play with this, play with this. Perhaps you want to feel more directed energy. Perhaps you want to close your fingers and bring them all together and create more focused energy through your hands as you be the wave. The tide coming in, stronger than before with closed fingers. More intense, opening the fingers. Less focused, more flow, free flow through the entire system. Just playing with this. How it feels for you, just notice. Finding ourselves coming into some more movement. This is actually called the cliffhanger. So we're just gonna do some quick movements to warm up for this a little bit more. So here our hands are up, cactusing, and we're just going to pull our shoulder blades together. The rhomboids are squeezing together. We are bringing our elbows down to support this engagement of the shoulder blades coming together. And here, I'll show you. Exhaling them together. Inhaling up, exhaling together. Inhaling up, exhaling together. Whew. And finding ourselves here. So we're going to actually go onto the floor for a moment. This is called the sitting cliffhanger. We're going to do this variation simply because I'd like to stay in this area. Got a lot of stuff around me. This can also be done standing. This can also be done with a countertop. But first, here, now, we're doing this on the floor. So find your way to the floor. And here we are, just sitting with our bums on the floor, feet flat, knees bent, hands contacting the ground, fingertips towards the heels of the feet. And from here, lift up your bum, bringing it closer to your heels, and begin to drop in as if you're doing a tricep dip. So we're just dropping in and then reaching up the other direction. We lift through the chest. And then we drop in. So we're just taking a moment to pump ourselves in and out of this position. As we lift through the chest and we reach towards the skies and we allow the head to come back. We're extending up. We're tilting the pelvis open, so we're pouring out the front. Sacrum is pulling back. And then we exhale, drop in, curling into the core, tucking the sacrum, tucking the chin, dropping and lifting, dropping. And when you're ready, just taking a moment while we're on the floor, we'll go ahead and just reach forward and grab our toes and start to wiggle our way to where our knees are between our arms and our hands are below the balls of our feet, and just start to pump your feet. So I'm just reaching the balls of my feet down to the earth and pumping. This is a great way to warm up your kidneys and get blood flow through the whole system directed towards the kidney. And from here, we'll go ahead and just swivel and find our way into a squat. So just planting your feet and allowing yourself to just wiggle forward. And here we are in a squat. And as always with the squat, if you find yourself in this position and your heels are lifted and you're unable to contact the floor with your entire foot, then find a blanket, find something that you can utilize to bring up underneath your feet so that your heels can be supported if they're lifted, and that you can find the earth beneath you with the whole bottom of your foot. Just getting all these contact points for your foot to find balance and to generate a deep sense of safety, because you are stable. And ultimately allow yourself to get deeper into the posture because of this support. So make sure you support your heels if you need that. And here we are in a squat, making our way into the wise old man squat. So just keeping in this position, you can just begin to bring your both thumbs, to the inner orbit of the eye. So here we are where the eyebrow starts to sink in and become the eye socket. We're just going to place our thumbs at the tops of our nose, at this edge of this cavern of the eyelid, and just begin to drop the weight of your head. If you're noticing any tender points along that eye socket, just take some deep breaths as you sink into it and notice the qualities and how they change. There should be a softening that occurs, creating less sharpness, less tension, less pain, anything you're experiencing there. From here, we're going to come into building up some more internal fire. So we're going to look at bringing our middle fingers as a focal point, but using the 3 center fingers to hook underneath the arches of your feet. And actually, let me see there. Closer towards the padding of your feet. Closer to the toes, but yet on the arch. So here, we're making contact with the bottom of our feet, and we're gonna go into a movement, another pumping movement. We're gonna use our sound and our breath and a movement. So this is generating heat. It's called the ha frog. So we're gonna use ha as we make these movements. So I'll just show you a few here. So I'm holding the bottoms of my feet. Ha! 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 Woo! Take some balance. So just take your time when you explore this. We inhale up, exhale, ha! 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 Less is more when we're generating internal fire. If you need more, take more. Do this movement until you feel heat activated from your solar plexus going up through the root of your skull. You should also just feel this blood circulating at this point from all the pumping we've done through your entire system, through your feet, through your hands. You should be feeling this warmth. If you don't feel this warmth, take the time to do each movement once more. Generate that internal heat until you feel it, and then move on to the next motion. And here we're just going to take it easy, rolling back onto our bums. And make room for yourself as we just do some windshield wipers. This movement begins at the quad, so just focus your attention at the top of the hip where it meets the quad, and just rotate. So down the leg, the knee, the ankle, the foot, it's just along for the ride. Okay, taking some time to have some fun and rocking and rolling. We're just going to allow ourselves to just start to, again, connecting with the water element here. We're gonna just rock and roll. So just finding a pace that suits you, and just exploring this rocking and rolling. Maybe take some time to roll side to side. Woo! Rocking and rolling. Whoa. Whoa. All the pillows. And from here, we'll go into a few more movements here for the psoas. We'll just go ahead and find yourself in deer pose. And from here, we'll just begin by scooping. So here we are, we're gonna come around the back leg that is behind your bum, and we're going to scoop up to the sky, plant the left hand behind you, and reach and lift. And just imagine you're being pulled up to the skies, reaching the hips, reaching your hands. Really opening the hip flexors and the psoas. And slowly bringing that right hand down from the sky and coming through the tunnel between your arm, your back arm that's stabilizing, and your left side body and your back leg. Feel this stretch. Feel this stretch in the rectus femoris. Just feel this in your sartorius. Feel this in the front leg muscles on the right leg. And again, we come back out and we scoop from our right behind us, and we come up and we lift. And we ride down, coming through behind our left body. And one more time, we scoop up. Oh. And we ride that wave down through and around to the left back body. And we come out and just take some free movement. And bringing our leg in. Here we are in easy sit pose, just wobbling a little bit into this. Now bringing our left leg behind us into deer pose, other side. And here we are. So let's begin. Left side, scoop and lift. And as you come down with your bum and your arm, you swing this left arm behind your right body. And we're coming out. And we scoop behind our left body. And we lift. And we come down and we finish the movement by coming around the right back body. And coming out. One more time, we come behind our left body and we scoop. And we lift. And we come down and we bring that left arm behind us. And once again, just taking some free movement in and out of this. This is a big hip opener. And we're just going to continue with some twists. So just make your way to a laying position. Hello. So we're going to just go into a little bit of restorative movements and going to go into a twist. So we're laying on the ground and just slowly make your way down if you're not already on the ground. And just take some time here to just drop your knees to one side, and perhaps you cactus your hands, so you're just bringing them like a football goal on either side of your head. And just allow yourself to just sink into this twist. Taking a few more deep breaths to just sink into this posture. Dropping the knees. Anywhere you're holding tension, just dropping that body weight. And on the next inhale, we'll just slowly lift our knees into constructive rest pose. And drop the knees to the right. Going the other side with this twist. Perhaps keeping the hands in a cactus shape or wherever's comfortable if you want to lay them out to your sides. Looking at this, getting a deep stretch into the low back, gently and slowly, as we've just opened up a lot around the hip flexors. Just more juicy movement to invite in the subtle blood flow, the enlivening of the nerves, the opening along the vertebrae of the spine. Just sinking in to this posture. With the restorative, really just notice your breath. Notice your body weight sinking into the floor. You're supported by the ground. And simply noticing your body, sensations, anything arising in the mind, and allowing it to pass through. Letting go with awareness. Thoughts maybe rising and passing and rising and passing, and noticing the sensations in the body, rising and passing and rising and passing. And do your best not to attach to any one thought or any one sensation. Just notice as you sink into the ground, supported. Taking a few more breaths to sink in as much as you can here, letting go of anything that's lingering. Letting the neck, relaxing the neck without force, just noticing. Bring your awareness to your body and let go. Nothing has to be done to let go, as much as it is just notice the body weight in this posture. And allow yourself to sink in. And slowly, when you're ready, we bring our knees back up. We're in constructive rest. And we're going to roll over to our bellies. And from here, we're going to just do some more integration and pumping of the spine. So what this looks like is we have our hands making a triangle in front of us where we can plant our foreheads. And then we're going to swing our feet. So I have my knees spread out slightly, just about hip width, or just a little bit more. And we simply kick out and then swing in. We kick out and swing in, and we change the position of the feet. So my left foot goes behind, my right foot goes behind. And we switch. So just begin by kicking out. And just resting when you're ready. Slowly coming up into tabletop. And we're just going to take a few cat-cows. Polishing the spine. And just take one more cat-cow. We're inhaling, lifting, extending. We're exhaling, we're curling. We're reaching through the core. And then making our way into puppy pose. Just allow your arms to drop forward. Let's see what I got going on there. Okay. Allowing your arms to drop forward. Allowing your chest to reach towards the mat. Lengthening the spine. And slowly, when you're ready, we'll come into our last movements today, some motory and sensory balance techniques. So here, we're coming into seated once again. And this is known sometimes as the cosmic egg, where we begin to just notice our sacrum as we sit in this posture, and we bring our hands to where we can grab onto our wrists just to have a secure hold around the fronts of our shins, and just allow yourself to lean back onto your sacrum and allow the chin to come to your chest. And if it's difficult for you at this time to balance on your sacrum, then definitely feel free to place your feet down on the mat. Good morning, sunshine. My plants have just awoken for the day. My grow lights have come to bring inside sunshine, full spectrum sun to my plants. Here we are planting the feet if the sacrum balancing is a little too much. So here, and leaning back. Noticing your breath. And when you're ready, coming down, planting the feet, making your way into easy sit pose. And from easy sit pose, we will take our hands and grab the alternating feet. So my right hand is grabbing my left foot, my left hand is grabbing my right foot. And here, we're doing a sensory balance for our sensory neuron pathways. Also creating brain coherency. Juicing up the brain for what comes next for this moment. And as you find yourself in this posture, contacting your feet with your hands on opposing sides, begin to visualize yourself as a circuit. So just start to imagine the connection from your feet to hands, alive, inside and around you, circulating energy. So energy is coming around the right body, out the right hand, into the left foot receiving, coming up and around the leg, coming up the body and around, down, up and down to the up and around, hey, all around town, to the left arm and down the left arm into the right foot. Something feels weird. Let me verify what I'm doing here. Oh, I see. This is, yep. So hopefully you're doing what I'm saying and not what I'm doing in this instance, because my hands were backwards. So now here we are once again, we're just experiencing a sensory balance. So I'm bringing my right hand to my left foot and my left hand to my right foot, and visualizing this circuit of energy where it's traveling through our right hand into our left foot, up our body, up our leg, into our torsos, coming up our back body, into the left arm, and down the left arm, into the right foot, up the right leg, and around the back, through the core, and up the body. And once again, we're circulating. Just bringing that visualization of the energy traveling in this figure 8 around your body. Take one more big deep breath. And slowly bringing your hands to your head. So here, this is a cranial balance. We're going to end with this. So we're going to bring our hands around our ears. So we can just touch the outside, our temples with our pinkies, and touch the thumb on the back of the skull at the occiput, the edge of it. And just allow your fingers to fall around your ears. And just take a moment to close your eyes and drop into this. This is light touch. So just acknowledge we're not touching with any more than the weight of a dime. We're just making contact. Always coming back to your inner smile, noticing sensation, and just simply allowing that awareness to flood through you. I hope you are awake and energized as you may need to be. See you next time.